All right, here we go for number 5 for our practice quiz for this Friday, November 23rd. The questions are going to be almost exactly the same as this, like I told you guys. This is the most complicated one, so try and bear with me, okay? So the length of a rectangle is double the width. So far that seems easy enough. Then it says, if the length is increased by 3, and the width is, so length increased by 3, and width is decreased by 1, the perimeter would be 28 centimeters. Then we want to go back and it says, what is the area of the original rectangle? So, first things first, I'm going to say since the length is double the width, and I don't want to work with any fractions if I don't have to, I'm going to say let x equal the width. Okay, so if we let x equal the width, and we're talking about the first rectangle, I'm going to draw myself 2 rectangles. So rectangle number 1, x is the width. It says the length of the rectangle is double the width, 2x. Okay, my second rectangle, taking into account the same numbers and what it says if the length is increased by 3. So my length was 2x, but it's increased by 3, so I'm going to add 3. And my width is decreased by 1. So my width over here, even though they really don't look the same because my rectangle is hideous, I'm sorry about that, okay? My width, which was x, is now equal to x minus 1 because it's decreased by 1. Okay, so the perimeter of this rectangle is 28 centimeters. So in my perimeter, I have 2 times my length plus 2 times my width because I'm adding up all the sides. Okay, all of that together is equal to 28. So I'm going to make an equation for that. Okay, if you guys wanted to write out the sides and then make it as just a long addition, that's fine. But I'm going to do 2 times my length. So 2 times 2x plus 3 plus 2 times my width, which is x minus 1, because we're talking about the perimeter of this rectangle, is equal to 28. Okay, so now I have to use my distributive property. So this is my equation. I'm going to try and isolate x now so that I can go back and find the area of the other rectangle, sorry. So I have to multiply my 2 into both of these. So this will become 4x plus 6 plus, distribute this one too, 2x minus 2, because I have positive 2 times minus 1 here, is equal to 28. Okay, so now if I start to collect my stuff here, I have 4x plus 2x. So I have 6x. So I can group that for you guys if you have trouble seeing that. Don't forget you take the sign that's in front of each of the numbers to go with it. So 4x plus 2x is 6x. I have plus 6 and minus 2. Okay, so 6x equals, so if I 6 minus 2, I have plus 4. So I have 6x plus 4 is equal to 28. Okay, so now that I've cleaned this up a little bit, now I'm just working with a simple equation, still trying to isolate x. So since I have a plus 4 here, I'm going to subtract 4 and subtract 4 on the other side. So now I'm left with 6x is equal to 28 minus 4, which is 24. Last thing I have left to do, since there's a 6 times my x here, I need to divide by 6. Divide by 6. So my x is equal to 4. Okay, so since x is equal to 4, now I'm going to take this. This is not my answer, right? If we look back up at our question, it said, what is the area of the original rectangle? So I figured out that x was equal to 4, but my original triangle had a width of x and a length of 2x. So that means that I'm going to do area is equal to length times width. Okay, so now my width was equal to x, which was equal to 4. And if you do 2 times x to figure out your length, that's 2 times 4 is 8. Okay, so your area, last thing we have to do is area is equal to length times width, which was, length was 8, and my width was 4, which was my x. So your area is equal to 8 times 4 is 32. And the units was in centimeters. So my area is 32 centimeters squared. Okay, and that was the question. So this is my answer. Okay, if you guys have any other questions about the quiz, you guys can send me an email or message me on Google Classroom tonight. Good luck.